DJ Star.
We're back. Two more episodes to go to end our season 2 finale. And also, we are literally 2 days from our 1 year anniversary of starting the Cal podcast. So that's big. But we had to bring somebody back. Well, personally, I wanted to bring her back, but I wanted to get her by herself. We had her with a group. She thugged out on us, but I wanted to get her own personal setting. First of all, we want to tell her and her husband happy anniversary.
Happy
Oh,
anniversary.
thank you. You
How
guys
many,
are so sweet.
how many years is for y'all?
Three
Three,
years.
three
3
good,
years.
3 good strong years. So we had to
Yes, 3
welcome back to
years.
the Cal podcast, the one and only, my friend Marion.
Hi, y'all. I'm happy to be back. After the last one, I was like, oh, I hope
Hi.
they invite me back. I hope they, because I enjoyed it. Hi, Quita.
Yeah, we had to get you back, but we had to get you back by yourself. We didn't want you to be with nobody else. We want to get you your own personal time.
Oh,
So we had to get you back. So first question I read, because we've been asking people this one. This has been our main question.
mm-hmm.
Mentally and healthily, how are you doing right now with everything going on from the pandemic to Black Lives Matter to the presidential, just life? How are you doing?
Oh, to be honest, I'm in a bunch of different places, and only because I have a lot of other things going on. So a lot of people don't know, but I'm back in school at Grambling. So
There you go.
that has compounded a lot of things that we have going on. I'm in nursing school right now, so that's something that I should have been doing a long time ago. So that on top of being I'm an older student, so I'm very non-traditional. So doing that and working on the kind of like the front lines and still trying to work and maintain a household in the parameters of COVID is a lot. It's very stressful. It can be done, but there's limited time for you and to honestly take care of your mental health, to be just real with you guys, because you have to be able to take time away from everything and kind of reflect and do some self-care. And I have not done a lot of that over the last, honestly, probably year, because I started the program in September. So it's been a lot, but I'm hanging in there. I do my meditation when I can. Need to
Mhm.
start back working out, but everything else, it's been a lot. It has been a lot to
Okay.
kind of deal with.
All right, do me a favor. Turn your phone to
Mhm.
the side landscape because I want to fill it up. There we go. I
Okay.
want to fill it up. And second, y'all, when she mean older
Let's see.
students, she don't mean like older. She already been through that Grambling
Yeah.
undergraduate phase. She's not that old. You can tell. Look at
Yes,
her.
35. Yeah, not old, but old enough to where I still have responsibilities. I can't go hang out on the yard. I can't go
Nah,
party out. Like
nah.
when I leave class, I go
Yeah.
to work.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
That.
what I mean by,
Yeah.
and I'm up pulling out notice. But it's fine. It's all in good, good faith, because I think being able to see COVID firsthand is very different than, hearing about it. And just understanding like the residual effects, like, yeah, you may get COVID or whatever you in the pandemic, but then seeing the children that are coming down with it and they're being like ventilated, just a whole bunch of things that go on in the medical field. That's a lot. And so you have to come home, do whatever you do, whatever that is. I can't do any of that. But you try to stay sane the best you can.
Okay. Is
So
anybody in your
what
family? Oh,
what
go.
were
Go ahead.
you
My bad. Go ahead, Quita. Go ahead, Quita.
what were you doing at first?
So I have been a licensed professional counselor since 2016. So I graduated with my master's in 2014. So before then, before I going back to school, that's what I was doing. So I still do that because now we do a lot of therapy. So that I can do that,
What's
driving on the
teletherapy?
way from school. Basically, you're just on the phone, on
On the phone.
Zoom, on WhatsApp, whatever modes of FaceTime that you have. I mean, you can do it on FaceTime on your phone if you want to. You can just call them. You don't have to do a video conferencing, but that's what I do a lot of that right now, just to kind of fill in the gap. Because again, mama still gotta work.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, Quita. And then I picked up a job as a nurse tech as well, just to kind of get some experience. So I'm doing. I work like 3 jobs, y'all. But
so are you going LPN, RN? What are we doing?
RN. So Grambling, they did get their. He knows a lot about this. They did get their program reinstated. So we have an RN program, but because I had a bachelor's in biology before now, I was able to kind of just go on into the program to kind of just, I had all the prerequisites. So I just applied for the program, got in, and so now I'm finishing that up. Yeah. So I graduated in May, so y'all pray for me.
Congratulations.
I've been holding this. I haven't told a lot of people. Half of the people
we're gonna block this out. We're gonna block this out. Nah, we're gonna keep it a surprise. If you ain't telling nobody, we ain't gonna tell nobody. So this part ain't gonna make
it's fine. It's
too late.
Not that big of a deal.
It's too late. It's already blocked out.
It's an exclusive. It's an exclusive.
You blocked me out.
I'm blocking that. I'm blocking that part out. So they're gonna be like, "What the hell is they talking about on this part?" But we just gonna make it technical difficulties. But that ain't too far.
He's good at that.
Yeah, I'm like this podcast. I'm really gonna get good.
But see, the only reason why I haven't told people is this. With nursing, you never know what's going to happen. And a lot of people don't make it to the end. And so I just been like, you know what, let me just chill on this, because people will definitely be like, oh, I thought you was in nursing school, girl, when you graduated. And it's like, girl, I have to repeat it or something like that. And so at Grambling, if you fail a semester, you have to repeat. You have to wait a whole nother year. It's not every semester.
I done seen so many girls.
You have to wait a whole nother year.
Not transfer, but change majors after that. Like sports management. Man, we got so many girls from the nursing department couldn't make it. So when you order, put yourself on.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I done seen so many people get transferred from nursing to sports management because of that right there. So, but for those who don't know, it is Marion's wedding anniversary. Right now, she's getting her and her husband some food. So we just gonna let it be. So I got a lot. I got a lot that I want to talk about, and I've been looking at Twitter and everything. I say, you'll be the perfect person to talk about this issue. And Quita, you too. I wanted to get Perk, but I don't know what he's doing. So my first question is to both of y'all. Have y'all been paying attention to Chloe?
No.
Mary, you have. Quita, you don't know who Chloe is?
Kardashian.
I know who.
Not Kardashian, the black young lady.
He's talking about the black girls, Haley and Chloe.
Bailey. Okay.
That's their name?
Yeah, the sisters.
Right. So she, ever since she said, I guess when she turned 18, she's been in she went from dressing covered up to now showing a little bit more. So my first question to both of y'all, when did y'all start to change up things and start exploring more sexual clothing or more learn about your body? When did you know? Well, no. Let me ask that first question, then I get to rest. I got a list. But go ahead.
Gosh, here we go.
You go first, Quita, since she's still ordering. Make sure you get hot sauce.
So
don't forget the hot sauce.
For me, I didn't really. You don't even know what she got.
Whatever it is, it need hot sauce. Whatever it need hot sauce. But go ahead, Quita. My bad.
We're cheap dates. I'm ordering us some pasta from Domino's. They have a good chicken carbonara pasta.
It don't need hot sauce.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's really good.
Piece of her better. But go ahead, Quita. So
I didn't really start showing my body until I started going to the club. And then even then it was probably just cleavage and maybe short skirts. I wore a shirt for a dress at one time. I recently, as of this year, started showing my body.
Well, I'm talking about like in the beginning stages, not like right now. Like what?
I know, but I'm saying like I didn't really start showing my body until, and it was just cleavage. So I started going to the club. I was like 21.
Mary?
Ooh, I would probably.
Because you have worn some outfits, young lady. Yes, you have.
I have.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah,
I
yes, you
would
have.
probably say,
Praise
probably
Jesus.
about the same time. Once I started dancing and kind of started getting comfortable with my weight and who I was as a person, I started wearing a little bit more kind of revealing clothing. And I haven't gone like too crazy, but I did. So I would say probably about the same time. Club times and because I think when you're around certain people and you're dealing with a certain group of Grambling is different. I think that's a different environment, a different atmosphere. And coming from like a household that I came from, my mom was older, so she didn't I didn't understand a whole bunch of things that some of the younger girls and the girls who had like maybe younger moms or more hip moms were doing. So I had friends who would be like, Marion, you should do this, you should wear this. And so that's when I started experimenting a little bit more and I started to find myself, which was all good. It was all good.
Okay. So that brings us to my next question, because I mean, from what the interview I saw with her, she said, I'm just exploring and I'm trying to learn more about me. And she said, I just realized like I look good and I look good in anything. When did y'all realize like, yo, I look good? When was that moment? When was that moment where, you know what, I could put on anything and I'm gonna pull whoever I want to pull? Quita, you first, since Mary. Look like the dude coming in the background. I don't know, that's for you.
Oh, he just look. Let me get this way, because you and see that's too much light. Let me cook, because I was trying to get some light, but
we see you like we see you whatever way you want to go.
They got some good light. Yeah, they got some good light over here.
Yeah, we see that, Melon. Go ahead, Quita.
I would say it was about the same time, because like she said, like you're not comfortable with your body. Like my father is a preacher, so like my mom says to this day, like when you was younger, I tried to get you to go out and do this and that, but I'm like, I couldn't do nothing at that age. So when I turned 21, like I kicked it the entire year. But I mean, even then, like when I started going out, like I didn't realize, oh, no matter what I wear, I look good. It wasn't until like probably my late 20s when I was like, oh yeah, I'm that bitch. Like it took me a while. I had worked at a prison, and like at the prison, it's every man wants you at the prison. So that wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it might have been when I moved here to Louisiana. So I had to be like 25, 26.
Mm-hmm. Mary?
Honestly, probably, like she said, probably around the same time that a lot of that was going on. Because when you're in high school, guys are weird. Like if you're not an older girl or a girl from a different school, like men are really weird. Like a lot of the guys who are like, oh girl, you're this and that. Now, when I was in high school and I thought that they were hot or whatever, they weren't paying attention to me because I was a lower classman and I've always looked the same. I mean, I had any work, any changes. So everything has always been, the same. But I think you just understand that regardless of what you put on and who you are, once you're comfortable with yourself, I think that kind of projects out onto everybody else that is around you. So whatever you're wearing, whatever you're doing, you're going to draw and attract people. So I think once you realize that, like, I can be at the gas station with a bonnet on and some old dusty, and somebody gonna be like, "Oh, girl, you look good," and I'm like, "Do you see me? Like, are you serious?" But that's just, I think, once men know and they understand and they get older and they're in a comfortable phase as well, because I think a lot of stuff with men is about comfortability and and just being more secure with themselves. But I think once you get in that phase, you can just be like, I am who I am. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear that. I don't have to step out in the best all the time and be pumping or have something up my tail or whatever, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I think you can do every single thing or any type of look and you're still going to attract whatever kind of guy. I mean, that's just men know when they see it, they know. When you walk in the room, they know regardless of what you have on, they know like, okay, like she's somebody I want to get to know, or she's somebody that's confident or whatever. So they're gonna do whatever.
Yeah. Right. Now, once again, going back to her, listening to her, like from her conversations and her tone, she might be dressing sexy, but that girl is probably a nun when it comes to sexuality. So her DMs and the comments, they're kind of nasty. So my question to both of y'all, what is the backlash to y'all dressing and realizing what y'all doing? Because I'm gonna just be honest with you. Listen to that girl. That girl is green to the core. Yeah. Like
everybody's gonna always have something to say regardless. Right. I think that's the big thing. Like people can, from my perspective, I would say she needs to stay true to who she is. Now, if that's who she is, then that's who she is. I don't know if like the industry is pushing her to be more, provocative or whatever, because No.
She said this is something her dad, her mom are like giving her the free reign. She 18, she don't got money. They're literally saying go.
Okay. So I mean, maybe she's just been holding back, and maybe she's been afraid of how people would perceive her if she came out initially dressing the way that she really wanted to dress. She may have felt like people would not have respected her as much because she is a younger girl. But I think that goes back to even like Beyonce. Beyonce did the same thing. Like the person that Beyonce is now and the music that we see from her now and a lot of those things, that's not who she was years ago when she first came out. So I think it's about, again, being more comfortable, making your statement as this is who I am, this is what I have to offer. And once people see that, you can look past a whole lot of other things. Once I say, you know what, well, I know this girl, I've had a conversation with her, I know where her, what her mental is like, I know what she's thinking on the inside, or who she is in her character. So how she dresses, that is not it's not a reflection all the time of exactly, oh, you're a whatever, or whoever.
But that's why
that's not always.
That's why Amber Rose have the slut walk. Because
exactly,
just because you're the way you're dressed doesn't mean you're that way. But I mean, it doesn't matter if she in a dress down to her ankles. Somebody gonna find a way to
say something. Girl, why you came out here with this long dress? You're not gonna be able to please people, because honestly, if she came out with a dress down to her ankles, I would be like, girl, what are you wearing? Like that's not, because she is cute. I mean, and she has a nice physique. Yes, and I think the other thing is she appreciates the nice physique, because now glamorized, all of surgeries are glamorized right now. And so the fact that she is on the slimmer side and she is promoting that and promoting by her positive body image, I think that that's wonderful. So let her do and be whoever she is going to be, because at the end of the day, she has to live with that. And artists already have so many other things that they're battling as far as trying to make it in the industry. So I'm not worried about what you have, because Miss Girl can sing. I mean, she can sing down to the floor. So I don't care if she come out in a nun dress. Either you're going to listen or you're not.
Oh, we're going to pay attention.
So that's just what that is.
Yes. I appreciate everything she does. I'm be honest with you, I never paid attention till, I want to say.
Which one of them is playing a Little Mermaid?
I think it's the other one.
I think it's Haley. I think that's Haley. Mm-hmm.
Now even Haley coming to start dressed a little bit more provocative.
Yeah. Which
But
one's the older one?
I think she kind of on ice since she has to do the movie.
Yeah. Because you know what the critics will say, oh, she's playing the Little Mermaid. Our kids don't need to, she's playing a Disney movie and our kids don't need to be exposed to that. And it's like, sit down. Y'all exposing y'all kids to exactly.
That's why Chloe is in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe don't give a
because usually it seems like the other one is Haley is the one who is out and doing a whole lot of other things. But yeah. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Kardashians because they just everybody loves them.
I
don't love them. I do like what their sister Courtney is doing. That's off topic right now. I think she's being herself and doing whatever she has to do with little Mr. Travis Barker, and I think it's so cute.
So I don't mean to jump outside, but to me,
I know you're fine.
Only thing I like about the Kardashians is they are what?
What you finna say? I was scared.
First of all, that sex tape was trash. Let's get that out the way. It was pure trash. And but
5 thumbs down.
Yeah, but they are true hustlers. They are true hustlers.
Okay.
They get to the money.
Because their mom has pimped them out. That's a whole other conversation.
They come from money. You can't say I'm a true hustler and you backed up by money.
Time out. Yeah, they come from money. But the money that they daddy left ain't compared to the money that they've been making ever since that sex tape.
But again, their mom has pimped them.
Well, she did that.
That's tough.
She did better than Joe Jackson. She did better than Joe Jackson.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the coin that Joe Jackson's kids have, but I do think the way she took them from nothing to something, because now all of them have their own something going on. Like Kylie has her little stuff going on, Chloe has her stuff, Kim, Courtney is the one who's more laid back, Kendall's a model. Like everybody has come into their own, and she's kind of directed their careers, and I think that's very notable of them. Like going from like, girl, who's that to this is a household name,
$1 billion name. The Kardashians put their name on anything, it's gonna make money. Yeah, and that's the only thing I like about them. But we ain't here to talk about them. Back to the so. I'm gonna go to you, Miriam, because I really had this question pinned for you. I got a lot. I really do got a lot. So coming up, if you can tell for the people watching, she is dark skinned. I don't think she ever been light maybe since birth, coming out the womb.
I was lighter then, but that's the only time.
I was too.
Were dark.
if I show you my baby pictures, no way you believe I would turn this color when I got older. But coming up, did you feel less attractive coming up as a dark-skinned young lady? Because Haley was like, she know her sister get more attention because she's lighter than her. Now Haley's not dark. Haley's like maybe like a hazel brown, but Chloe's lighter and she get more attention than her. So do you feel like as a dark-skinned, you ever felt like less attractive coming up?
No. And I mean, just because I think my mom kind of instilled that in me. So colorism for me was never an issue. Because I've always been under the impression, and I say this now, just because you're light skinned doesn't mean you're cute. Like I know a lot of light skinned girls that are not cute whatsoever, but they get a pass. And I always say
attracted to Pam. I always been attracted to Pam.
They get a pass because they're light skinned. And I mean, where it's not fair, I think because just the amount of women that I hear guys say, oh my gosh, like and I'm just like, oh, we looking at the same girl. She is ugly. She's not cute. But I never felt that way. Everybody, like, I have lighter skinned people in my family, but most of us are like around my shade. Honestly, I I have some cousins who are a bit darker, but everybody pretty much, aside from like my grandmother was probably lighter. And also what I call lighter is different. I would say Chloe and Haley, I think they're both light skinned. I mean, for me, that's what I think they're both light. So I do think I'm more of a brown shade, but I've never been like, oh my gosh. So in the South, where I think color is big because people are very hell bent on, can I say that on here? Yes. People are hell bent on like the Creole or the mulatto type vibe because we're from the South. So I think everybody banks on that with the good hair and all of that. But most of the light-skinned girls I know, like their attitude is nasty. And I think you have to look at the total package of everybody before you can really say a person is attractive. But no, I've always thought that I was, you know, kind of good looking. I've always been comfortable with being brown skinned, a brown skinned girl. I never wanted to be lighter skinned. I always had brown skinned dolls growing up. Like I didn't have any light. So my mom made sure that I saw me while I was growing up, and she, you know, she did instilled a lot of that stuff at me. And like I said, my mom's my color. She may be a few shades lighter, but she's so I was always okay with
the same. I seen you. I think you posted a picture of your mom. Y'all about the same.
And see, I think so. Like, and if we put like our wrists next to each other, she may be like a tinge lighter than I am, but she's the same shade.
She's dark skin.
Yeah, she, you know, but we're all brown. Everybody in my family. I think I have one cousin who I would call like maybe butterscotch. That's how I'm sorry. Those are my.
No, you good. I call myself. I call myself Thanksgiving brown.
Okay, Thanksgiving brown. I'm milk chocolate. I do think I'm milk chocolate. I'm not dark. I'm milk. I think I'm milk chocolate, and I love it.
Hold on for a second, Mary. Quita look shocked. If you look at my color, and if you look at Thanksgiving brown, I am the
Thanksgiving part thing.
I am Thanksgiving brown.
I love the Thanksgiving
I wasn't expecting Thanksgiving brown.
All the browns.
Most people refer to candy and drink. Yeah. This boy said Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving brown is a different brown from all the browns.
Okay.
Just go look. It's coming up. You're gonna see a Thanksgiving brown and you're gonna see a brown.
Yeah, you are. You will see a Thanksgiving brown. But I like that. I like that description.
Mary, you gonna do this? You gonna okay. We're doing this.
I love Thanksgiving brown.
Now you see, I got my collar shirt on and everything. I did.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to the light.
No, you good. We got you. For those that don't know, Marion is getting dinner for her and her husband. It is her anniversary, so she's doing us a favor. So we got her until she get home. Then after that, you already know it's about to go down. So
it's about
to go down. It's wedding.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. So my classmates, that's so funny. We had clinicals today, and my classmates were like, Are you gonna pop that cat tonight? And I was like, because everybody's trying to get me pregnant. I don't have any biological children right now. So everybody is trying to everybody's trying to get me pregnant because I will definitely I'll be out of school. I've calculated everything, so I'll be out of school by the time.
We're trying to graduate.
Yeah, 9 months. I mean, I graduated in May.
Listen,
I can waddle on
go down tonight.
So I'll be fine.
It go down tonight. What it take about 4 weeks for it to actually be something now? You pop the surprise song by Christmas, like, hey, I got you a gift and a gift.
Exactly. So I think that's definitely
walk across that stage.
Waddle on.
Waddle on. First of all, let me see if Marion did have a baby, that bounce back is gonna be crucial because if you haven't. Let me see if I can find a picture of my dog.
Here we go.
Oh, that's what Marion looked like years ago. I wish you could see Marion now.
It's still the same. Ain't much change.
No, I've gained weight since school, but it's not bad weight. Like I was about to say something crazy. I'm not gonna say it though.
It's that,
did you say you danced it? You danced at Graham?
Yes, I danced at Grambling. Yes, for a few years. So I'm thicker now. I've never weighed as much as I weigh now before, but it's fine because oh, you couldn't up.
Oh.
This is y'all anniversary. I might as well post this one.
Yes, well, thank you.
Wow.
Yes, that was our engagement shot, Quita. So yeah, we went to
that is beautiful.
There's a park in Arkansas. I actually forget the name of the park, but that was we had a really good photographer. He's really good. Kachi EK. He's like multi-talented. Mr. Boy is a pharmacist, plus he does this on the side, so he's like the bee's knees. But we drove up to Arkansas one like Wednesday maybe, and we took those shots. So yes.
This is fly.
That's my
Thank
dog.
you, girl. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I am a bit extra when it comes to certain things. So that's my vibe, Quita. I've always been a little extra. Always.
Extra is always better.
Yes, Lord, that's my dog. But anyways, you had this baby. The shake back would be all right. You'll be good. You know how to get yourself back in right, and you'll be right back to that slim thick, but you'll have a period.
Mm-hmm.
Good to go.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I'm getting older, and I know once you get older, some people say pregnancies are tougher, but I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be good and a good time.
Yes. This episode we're gonna call it the day Marion got pregnant.
We're planning my pregnancy, you guys.
Right now, we got this Domino's pasta. Go slip something in there.
What part of Louisiana are you in?
Monroe. So
are you really?
Yes, I was born and raised in Monroe, Louisiana, but we live in West Monroe.
You couldn't tell.
You can't tell I'm from Monroe.
I mean, I didn't know that you were staying in Monroe. I stay in Bastrop.
Okay, so let me tell you a funny thing. When I first started doing therapy, Bastrop was my area. Like, so I drove to Bastrop almost every single day. That was back when this was years ago, but they changed like the school time. And so the kids were like out of school on Mondays. And so I would be in Bastrop literally all day on Monday, but I love Bastrop. We actually just did a mental health clinical there this summer. They have a Broken Wings recovery place right when you're first getting into Bastrop. And so we were there this summer doing some stuff. But yeah, we did so much. I've rode the back streets of Bastrop, honey, and I'm talking about all the way to like out almost going towards Beekman. Like I've been almost to, and that's what is that El Dorado weather, I think, like once you get closer to Beekman. So I've literally traveled like back streets of Bastrop. Like that used to be my hood, Marouge area, in the little projects down there. Like, girl, I was all up. Oh, baby, I was up in it. I know about the country. What? With the best ice cream on this side of the Mississippi. You don't like it? I love the country cream.
It's gross. It's gross.
You hate it? Okay,
I'm from Arkansas though, like, but it's nasty.
Tell her where you're originally from.
I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh, UAPB.
Yes, I was raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, and then I graduated from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, this is what we deal with on a daily basis. But reason why
I'm getting to some light now, y'all.
No, you good. But the reason why I say that she couldn't tell you from up, because when I first met you, I thought you maybe was from Shreveport or maybe even Texas. It's no
you
way
acting like that's just better.
But it's no way I would have put you in Monroe.
Hey, Bert.
But you want to know what? Hold on one second.
All right, your Q-versary is coming up. Yay! You're just gonna sit there. And I'm excited. I need you to give me the same energy that I'm giving you.
I think he's ignoring you. We're waiting for Marion to get set up. She got pizza. Not pizza, pasta.
Really, Perk? This what we doing? Okay.
What?
You're not going to talk. What?
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm back to but
Come here. Start playing. Yeah. Hey. Do it, baby. Lick it. Girl, you drippin'. Let me taste it. Do it. Kiss it. When I stick it. Coming in it.
Yeah.
Kiss it.
Now we having sex on a PJ. Feeling like
It's so crazy that you say you never thought, because when I was in college, honestly, people felt like Monroe girls were like some of the prettiest girls on campus.
Oh.
There's got to be generation.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember what generation I was with.
Well, that's why I said it's generational. You can't say that for everybody.
I'm telling you, it's a couple of y'all from Monroe. I wouldn't claim.
Like who?
Who? Let me.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't let him do that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
see, when I see, okay, but okay, so you guys got to think about this. Do I still need the landscape, or I can?
No, landscape. Fill it up. Fill it up.
Okay, so think about this. We have the Courtney Masons.
Okay.
What is that?
Courtney, you don't remember Courtney Mason?
I thought you were talking about like an organization. Oh, excuse me. Okay, go ahead. Courtney Mason.
So we have the Courtney Masons. We have the Janet Jacksons.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. You're going to stop in a minute. Keep going. Man, you done ran out already.
You said two names.
Because see, I've had this conversation with people, but now I'm thinking about it.
So let me say this. Who else I know from Monroe from Brown?
We got Passion.
I don't know. I don't know her. But here's the thing. My interpret. See, I got. Let me put it like this. I got introduced to Monroe women in reverse. So when I found out a chick was from Monroe, it's because we was in Nouveau or the club, and all the girls from Monroe had the same hairstyle, a little ponytail.
Oh, that's good.
So, like, once I found out there was other women from Monroe, it was like
you were like, oh my!
I didn't know y'all was from Monroe because the representation that I saw first set y'all up.
Yeah, was not good. Okay.
So that's when I got to know you a little bit. When they were like, "She from Monroe," I'm like, no, she not. She probably got family.
Well, let me say this.
No, I'm like born and raised in Monroe. Like born.
Let me say this. First of all, when I came to Graham, there weren't that many Monroe females there. It was more of Shreveport. Shreveport had the majority. So I can't say it was some bad Monroe, but if you stayed in the state, Shreveport was busting. It was Shreveport and New Orleans.
Yeah, always.
Okay.
In Lafayette.
New Orleans was real physical. But they were sexy too, though.
Yeah, they were very different.
When you first came. When you came, that was when all the Monroe came.
Yeah, I would say that's when the majority of like the it girls from Monroe were there. Because I don't know a bunch of people after me, honestly. Just because I don't keep up with them.
I got the 07, and it was New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Shreveport, then Monroe.
Okay. Well, do y'all pay attention to Monroe?
I'll be honest with you, the interpretation I got first
was like no.
Like it was better chicks. It was better chicks from Arcadia to me than Monroe.
Arcadia girls always had the bodies. They had nice bodies. Like I would definitely give them like body girls.
That boy
like
that's Lord. Because
it's the truth. They had bodies.
Look,
so that's one thing about me. I'm gonna be fair. Like that's my judgment is very fair of women.
Y'all
very fair.
Y'all don't know Marion Barnes.
Like you know me. So I think my judgment of women is extremely, extremely fair.
Yeah, it's
I
6 I'm
do
thinking
think
of.
that.
And the crazy about it, all 6 are AKAs, and I think 3 cross from no, excuse me, 4 cross from ULM and 2 cross from Graham. So yeah, Monroe. I mean, I just got the bad interpretation from the clubs, and
I think that's so wrong. 'Cause
It's
we had some cute
crazy.
girls. We had some cute girls, honestly. I think we do have some cute girls.
I mean, they sprinkle around the city. They sprinkle around the city. They don't. I put it like this: they barely come to the functions that I used to go to in Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say that they're not, but for what I seen, the short ponytail was just everywhere.
What short ponytail?
Was it a struggle? Did they have a struggle pony?
Yes. I remember in Domino's, I'm just looking, I'm like, is this the new phase? I never seen so many short ponytails, like literally like
I
short
think those girls were
ponytails with the
from
rubber band.
I think those were not college kids.
No, they wasn't.
Those were like, but see, you're talking about like the hood side of Monroe, like the Booker T's and like the deep South sides and stuff like that.
Man, I don't know. I listen.
You're talking about like the east side people and the south side people. So this is the thing. I grew up on the south side of Monroe.
Okay.
I grew up on South 12th Street. So I did grow up on the south side of Monroe.
What high school did you go to?
But I went to Neville. I did go to Neville. But I went to Carroll Junior High. Okay. If that gives me any points. I did I graduated from Neville, but I went to Carroll Junior High and I begged my mama to go to Carroll, but she was like, girl, no, you're not going over there. Too much. So she sent me right on to the side where the other folks were.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And look at you.
Yeah.
Thank God. And that's
what year did you graduate from Neville?
05.
But hold on. She came to Grambling and was ratchet, so she made up for it.
I mean, that was part of the reason why I wanted to go to a HBCU, is because I felt like I wanted to have that experience to be around more of my people. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Neville has the wrong interpretation, because it's about 50-50, and the Black population that goes to Neville, they are from like the South Side. Like, I know you guys have heard of like Parkview, Trishelle, Robinson Place. Like, they are from that side of town. So don't ever get it twisted. Like, you have some that are from the North Side, but a lot of the Black people, because that's where a lot of the good football players are. I mean, down the South Side. So
that's what I heard.
It's true. So we've always had a good mix of people. So that's the thing about that. But I did want to be around more of my people, and I wanted to dance, and like whites PWIs did not have the type of dance team that I was looking for. So there you have it.
So let me ask you a question. Was you said if you wanted to go to HBCU, was a PWI ever in like mine? Like, you know what, I'm gonna go to ULM or something like that?
Oh no, I never. The only other PWI that I had in mind was LSU, and that's because of the school that I went to. When you go to Neville, it's like almost like a feeder school. They set you up. Everything is based off of LSU. Most of the girls that I danced with, most of the white football players and things like that, their parents graduated from LSU, so they were busting like them down their football games on the weekends and everything like that. So everything was centered around LSU. We went to dance camp at LSU, so that was kind of like the feeder school. And most of the people that I graduated with, or that have come from Neville, they go to LSU. And so that was the only one I had ever thought about. The other one, I thought about going to Xavier and Dillard. Those were the only other schools that I ever went in Xavier, because I was thinking about like medical stuff. But other than that,
go ahead.
Oh no, I said, I mean, that was it, but they didn't have like dance teams like us. So I mean, it was kind of like.
I think Xavier is Louisiana's most known school. Like, that school does not get the credit that it should get, and I think it should be bigger with Graham and Southern. Just they don't have a football team.
It definitely should be, because Xavier is like the number one medical school, HBCU feeder medical school in the country. I mean, like, most people that graduate or that go on to medical school, they have graduated from Xavier. Most Black people that I know. So that is, I don't know why it's so underrated. I have a soror whose daughter is at
I blame
Xavier
the
right
state.
now, and that's her goal to go to medical school. So that honestly, like and that was why I wanted to go. And like my mentors were pushing, like, go to Xavier, go to Xavier, go to Xavier, because that was the thing. Like, you're probably going to go to medical school. They're going to teach you everything you need to know. It's a good school. It's expensive, but it's good. It's a really good school.
Yeah, I blame the state. They don't
Yeah.
push Xavier hard like that. So let me get back on topic, because I got you on here. And by the way, it's for those who don't know, it is Marion's third wedding anniversary.
I'm 3 years old.
Third wedding anniversary. So we gotta hurry up so she get a pasta so we can get this busset going on and she can make this baby with her husband. We got to make that happen so she can give a gift on December 25th. But getting back on topic, where I want to go. So I don't think I really answered the question, but I'm gonna go back to it. From the attention from you dressing more sexy, what is the actual backlash to that for y'all? Not just for Chloe, but what was the backlash for both of y'all?
I think just people being like, especially your parents, they're like, did I not raise you better than that? Did I not teach you better than that? You have people who are always gonna say, hey, is your skirt or dress too short? But I just feel I didn't have a whole lot because I'm not a big poster. And so if I wore something short, people didn't really see it unless I was at the club. So it's not like, and my mom just got a Facebook like maybe last year. So nobody was honestly like monitoring my social medias or looking at my social medias to say, oh, like, girl, like, you pushing it a little bit. So there was really no backlash for me, but I think for her, if we're talking about for her, people, like we said, people are always going to have something to say, regardless of if you are dressed all the way down, button collar all the way button to the top, or if you are in wearing something totally, with your whole butt out. So I think that's just that's the thing, and I think that's the generation we're in. I think a lot of people want you to continue to be very old school, very traditional, and I do like traditional things. I consider myself kind of an old school type of person, but I think you have to do what works for you. You can't worry about what everybody else is going to say, because nobody's going to be pleased with whatever you have to do. So I didn't really experience a lot of backlash because I'm kind of a responsible adult. So
I know that happened, but then like any like crazy dudes like come at y'all, it was like, hey girl, I see what you're doing.
I think a lot of that, I think it may be like the generations now. I think there is a different generation than what we, grew up in, where a lot of stuff is more publicized, and a lot of stuff is kind of more out in the open, and people are more free, and people are just not being raised properly or raised with some of the same like morals and values that we had growing up. So I never experienced that. And also I think I won't say it's how you carry yourself, but I was always taught to kind of be more aware of everything that I have going on. So if I was at the end zone or wherever I was, and I was having beverages or whatever, I was going to make sure I was able to walk out of the club. Like, I wasn't going to be like falling down on the floor, passing out, like that's just not.
A lot of Monroe girls did do that. I just want to point that out.
And I think, and that's the thing. But that's the thing though, you always want to be aware of where you are and aware of your surroundings. And I think that's one of the things that people need to start doing. And again, I think a lot has to do with how you were raised. And some people are used to kind of getting what they get. Like a lot of these football players, how they're like, oh, this, girls are coming out like this person took advantage of me or whatever. I think a lot of people are not used to the words no, and they're used to people just being able to have their way. And when that's coupled with like alcohol or other things, it just kind of spirals. So that's my I never had any crazy encounters. I didn't, and I thank God for that. I really, really, really do, because I know a lot of people were not so fortunate. So, but I never did.
The end zone. The end
Good
zone.
old days. Yeah. And you think about think about the type of people there with the end zone. You had the locals, you had, people who were coming from all types of walks of life, exactly. I mean, it was a wide variety of people.
What's
Plush?
Not Plush, on the other end.
They had Gotham City. They had Gotham City back then.
The one that
Raps.
No, the one that was in Graham. It was by the Junction.
Oh, you're talking about the that was the Grambling Plaza. Was that Grambling Plaza? It was the hotel.
Yeah, the plaza. See, every time I think about Marion, that's all I think about. Marion with them with the polka dots, the purple polka dots.
Polka dot shorts on that I had on. That was a KK side pajama party.
Yeah,
I did have. I think I had on a wife beater. Because it was a pajama party.
Come on,
I had on the wife beater, and I had on the smallest of my. Probably half of my butt cheek was out.
You need to find that and wear that tonight.
I got something else I'm wearing tonight.
Oh God!
Ooh, see what the calf making babies. That's what I'm talking
about. I got something else I'm gonna wear tonight.
Yeah,
and it's so crazy because my husband's mom bought it for me too, because she was like, "Oh, girl, you need to wear these."
You need to watch Quita's Snapchat too before you get started, just to get a couple ideas.
There's nothing.
Okay. So Quita, we're gonna have to have a session, because I have to. I want to kind of rev it up. So I want to rev it up because my husband is a rev it up type of person. So I want to kind of rev it up.
See.
So yes, I will. And I think we're friends on Snapchat. I think we're friends on social media. I think we're friends on Snapchat. I'm not on there as much because y'all know how my life is right now.
I know, but like, what is he home right now?
He is home. He's
okay. So you need to tell like, hey, babe, I'm going to the bathroom. Take 10 minutes. Look at Snapchat. Watch it again.
There's nothing on Snapchat.
Go for what you know.
There's nothing on Snapchat right now.
Mary, look at me. Eyes on me. Make sure you stretch when you're watching her stuff.
Okay.
Quita is flexible.
Okay.
So make sure you do stretch.
Oh, now she's a former Ortiz now.
Yeah, but she said she done got a little bit thicker. I don't know when the last time she did it.
That's right.
You don't lose the flexibility.
You don't.
Okay. Excuse me.
It's just more to flex.
It's a flex.
I back up.
Just more to flex.
It's a more flex. God damn it.
I will back up.
Y'all can't tell my face is puffy. Y'all can't tell.
Man, you look the same.
More puffy than it.
Mary, you look the same. I can't even lie. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, oh, no. You look the same to me, boo.
Okay. If y'all see me in person, y'all, because y'all's friends saw me in person, was like,
who?
You know who. Mm-hmm.
Do I know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep going. As you did this, Florida. Keep going.
Oh, okay. So let me get back on top because I got so much. Let me ask you: is this the perfect time for a young lady like Chloe to explore her sexuality? Maybe men not for her. Maybe she might want to try women. I don't know. I'm just asking. Quita, Marion, the floor is yours.
I mean, she's 18. Oh, you can go on, Quita.
I mean, it's the same. Like all these questions, damn near have the same answer. Like it just depends on how sexually comfortable she is with herself, and the only way she's gonna know is if she explore those things.
Like just listen to her talk. To me, she's green as a plant. It's just right now she's able to wear more provocative clothing, but I think if she probably saw one, she probably wouldn't know what to do.
I think number one, I think it's a good time. I do think she needs to like kind of be slow about it because she doesn't want to like dive head first into that type of scene and then be
She
like,
don't
oh
want
my
to be
gosh,
Paris
what did I
Hilton.
do? Yes, and kind of have regrets later. I think it's easier if you like kind of dive in slowly because even talking to like some people, I know a lot of women are not fully like comfortable and like just how they are sexual until honestly they say sometimes after 40, like that's they say old women are freaky.
Yes.
I don't know. But I've heard that old women are
You
like
don't know. I'm having issues. I'm only 35. I'm having issues right now. Like,
Come on now.
they say older
listen.
women or something. Like I've
This is a
heard
conversation
that.
you need to have with me. This is a conversation you need to have with
I'm
me.
trying to figure it out because I'm like, what's wrong with me?
They say older women or something.
Yes, they are. They are like literally like it's like going into it's like men going to the stove. We know what we want. We ain't finna plunder around. We finna get what we want, get gone. That's like older women. They know what they want. They know what they want. They know how to want.
They are very seasoned.
Yes. Like ain't no like maybe I need to try now.
They can teach you a lot.
Come on now.
Yeah, I've heard that. And so that would be my thing. Like she doesn't have to go and try everything all at once. And just look back because a lot of stuff that you do when you're younger, sometimes you look back, you're like, oh, why did I do that? Or who was I doing that for? So I just think she needs to take time, find out who she is, find out what she wants. And that comes with age and experience. The stuff that I know and do at 34 is not what I would have done younger. And I think, again, this generation is growing up a lot quicker than what we grew up as because, I mean, some stuff that I've seen, I was on Gramblin's campus for homecoming. I was doing some stuff with the Orchesis and the girls were going to the concert. And I mean, they had on bathing suits and cover-ups. And I was like, and I had to stop and think like, did I dress like that as a, and I didn't have on no bathing suit and no cover.
No, you didn't have on a bathing suit.
But what it was
you
for
were doing
us,
something different than what. So it's always a backwards thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones before you was like, oh, she wearing that. I wouldn't have been able to wear that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you saying that. So even when they come out, they're gonna be saying that about somebody else.
It's gonna be a whole different thing. Yeah. So I think so. That's
they gonna have clothes on because how.
I mean, they don't have clothes on
now. I mean, they didn't have no clothes on when I was in the club. So I mean,
and that's so crazy because I look back at some of the stuff I used to wear, and I'm like, some stuff is kind of like iffy. But I think once I started like coming more into myself, I would start wearing like leggings and blazers and like just and it would be a cute little set. But I've had some high tail skirts on and been walking around tugging in my dress all day and every day, and stuff like that. So. I've like first day I was in some cheek out shorts at the Grambling Plaza with some Air Force Ones on. So
let me tell you something. Your friend Brittany Shaw, that thing was
Brittany.
Whew.
I think Brittany had on like some
I could give you
men's they were like some men's almost kind of like underwear shorts, and because Brittany was on the DJ table that night. It was like
that girl
making their leg.
That girl was a blessing.
Oh, Brittany's something else.
That girl was a blessing in my life. I'm just gonna say it from a distance.
Yeah, Brittany could tear it up.
I tell my kids now. They ask me sometimes why I don't get mad about stuff. I said, because I had fun in college. This is when you make all your mistakes and all your issues. But what I do know is, as much fun as we had, we still went to class.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference.
We did have grades. So to me, it was like, I can't be mad at some of the stuff they do. I mean, because some of it, honest to God, true, looking at school now and looking at school then and looking at it now, it's the same stuff. Like a lot of kids, man, their parents be here, and man, as soon as their parents turn their corner, they already know. They know what they finna wear. They know who they finna talk to. Like, and what's crazy now than then, the females are more aggressive now.
They are. Females know exactly what they want. They're coming.
So
they are.
I don't know. It's a different generation. Like,
it is. And I think that that's really where it is. And I think every generation just grows and goes. And then after a while, stuff will kind of trickle on back to what it was. So I think that's just the phases of life and how life progresses. I think that's the times and what happens. So yeah. We turn into our parents eventually, and then we have another generation that's coming up that's kind of like, oh, and they're young and trying stuff. And I think sometimes people honestly are envious that the younger kids have the freedom and have like the gall to do, the confidence to do like kind of what they're doing and live by their own rules. Because that's how you find out what you want to do and who you are in life. You have to make mistakes, and you have to try stuff. Like I say, a lot of things I would definitely do different. Like I had fun in school, but I would do a lot of things differently if I was back in college, honestly.
What?
You
Not fight as much?
Huh? You really want to know what?
Not fight as much?
I don't know that, Mary. I don't know that, Mary. I'm be honest with you. I did not know that, Mary.
Talk to like a few more guys, and I only say that because like I was very, if I'm talking to this person, this is who I'm talking to, and I didn't do a whole bunch of like dating, and I appreciate this generation for dating and not being like, oh, you're gonna be my husband. So I would have fucked a few more niggas and did a few more little things. Sorry, is that wrong?
We went from dating to fucking.
Listen, we gotta keep her in the spirit right now. She got some stuff she gotta take out of this, so we gotta keep her right there. So whatever dude she thought he got it. Yeah, so whatever dude she was thinking in her head, let that role play in her head.
Y'all could probably see my inbox from back in the day, y'all would be like,
no, I believe it. I
turn down everybody, like everybody. You'll be surprised. Everybody.
I believe it.
But that's just what I would do, because I think everybody has their phase, and I think I didn't have that like whole phase. I think everybody has their phase to where they are just doing whatever, and I don't think I have that. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna get older and be like, oh, I want to do this? I don't want to go through that. So I was like, oh, I should have done, but I'm fine. I'm not doing all that.
Oh, I'm going through mine now.
See, and it's okay.
No, but but look, no, I'm just having fun right now. Like I'm single. I have nothing going on really that much. I'm good.
Nice guys finish last, like they told us, and we gonna be last.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. And hold on, and I can prove it. No, it's true. It's so true.
Man, hold on. I would shut this whole goddamn podcast down. That is a true statement,
Marion.
That's a true statement.
Man, it's girls from my high school who never gave me a shot. I've been going through them.
High school, college.
I left Graham in hold on, Mary. I left Graham in 11, and it was chicks didn't give me a shot when I came back from grad school. Ran through them. I was there. I wanted to. I was the one like, yes, I will be the husband. But you didn't give me a shot. So now it's like, let me just get mine and keep it moving.
I know some now that won't give a shot. But still, soon as a dude settle down, it's like, oh well, nah, it's good.
So but go ahead. Say what you're about to say, Mary.
Like I say, I think I can say that everybody can say it, because even now it's a big push. Everybody, like, especially women, they want to get married. But I can even say that because I used to tell my friends all the time, like, when I was in that stage of, oh my gosh, I want to get married. I feel like all the girls who were out, doing whatever they wanted to do, and like, they're like, say, don't be no hoe, don't do this. I feel like most of the people who would label hoes, I feel like they got married before the good girls. I do feel like that. And a lot of the girls who were like, they married like guys who, were very taking care of them and doing like everything for them, very good providers, and just, I don't know what they mean doing on the side. They may be, slapping them down. I have no clue, because you just never know what's going on in a person's life. But I feel like a lot of those people are kind of, well taken care of, or they're doing, well in their lives, or it appears to be. And then it's like the good girls are still like not finding the man, or they're struggling with the man that they have. So I think that's
disagree with some of that, because some of the people that, and it's just perk being honest.
okay.
Some of the people that I've seen get married, I question. Because
I'm not gonna ask no names.
It's just
put me a name in the chat. Put me a name in the chat.
Just some of the ones that have gotten married that I be like, when I'm around them, it's like, I don't see it. And then it's crazy that I say that behind closed doors, and then when me and other people talk, or they see me and them communicate, they like, bro, they got married, and I'm like, yeah, bro, they married. And they was like, people pull Perk to the side and be like, Perk, for real. Like, I know you're gonna keep a G with me. I'm like, listen, bro, if they happy, I'm happy, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, on the side, off the record, no, I don't believe it. I don't, because some of them, like, when somebody feeling each other, and like you just said, a lot of people have got to a point where they feel like, okay, I got to be married now, and they put on these facades, and it's like I've seen one couple, and I knew then it wouldn't work. I seen one couple when they kissed in the wedding, it wasn't that. I was like, oh, this is bull. Like, if we get married in front of all these people and you kiss me like that, that's the quickest, fastest divorce in life. Like, it's a wrap. Yeah.
What? You're gonna have to put me a name. You're gonna have to drop me a name. Not right now, not on here, but you're gonna have to drop me a name.
There's too many of them. Like, all these people that's getting married, like, I'm just like, come on, man. You get married because you want to be married. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I know I want to be married, but this is what I do know.
Not at all, any cost, though.
Huh?
I said not at any cost.
No, because I know how I am. Like I know, like, for me to go to homecoming and me to be married, you got to really be like, you really got to know who you are. Because let's just be real. And me and Ford had this conversation before with a couple people. Going to homecoming with your boo, I don't know what goes on with females.
You have to, I think you have to have both graduated from Grambling in order to do that. I don't think you can graduate from Grambling and then that person could have graduated from another school. That will not work. I think you guys.
No, it ain't got to be graduate. It could be like a regular woman that you met in the city that you live in.
That's
not going to work.
Females that's find you being like females that know you with somebody, it's like, I don't know if they send out an alert, but they like, oh girl, you gotta come see. And I'm like, these the same girls you wanted to holler at when you was in college. You like, come on, really? Even dudes come over there just to see your chick and was like, you don't mess with that dude. And I'm like, bro, really? You really came over? You know me, you ain't rocking like that. But that's what I said, like, homecoming. I know a couple dudes didn't bring their girls to homecoming, and they found out the hard way too. So I was like, bro, listen, homecoming will mess up everything. If it ain't nailed down, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do think that. But you have to be, I mean, I have so much to say. Homecoming is a lot. I mean, I think you like you say, because everybody's gonna be out till 3 and 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna be, so you definitely have to be secure. You have to be okay with, if I see this person on the yard, right. I did this, like I danced in school. So I mean, everybody, I think
come here, man. What up, girl? You know, good. Let me get that hug, girl.
And it's not. I mean, it's not that, but I mean, everybody's catching up. Everybody's,
Oh, Mary, that's how you acting. I can't get a hug. I can't get a hug.
And people gonna be like, and it's like, we want to be respectful, but there's a fine line between being respectful and being like, okay, like you just acting funny. You could have stayed at home for this. So I think you have to understand. And even if, like I say, if you even graduated together, you have to be able to go with your friend group. And I think, like, because my husband and I, that's the thing. Your friends are coming into town. Bye. I'm going over here with my homegirl and my dance crew. So that's just how we.
That's hard.
That's how it is.
When you ain't from there, and you ain't got no, like, you come in, and that's just in general. Like, if you can't be with somebody, but not have to always be with that person. That's a problem to me because I'm like, I got my own people. We finna go kick it, hang out, and like Florida say sometimes, like, yeah, you might not want to go with that dude because we're not gonna make it to the game at the time you think we're gonna make it to the game because 50 people gonna stop us, and even now, just with it just me and him, and sometimes Pat, man, listen, it's hard to go straight to the game. Like, it is hard. So I just say, listen, and then something I ain't even gonna lie to them. Let me say this too. Let me be clear. I'm gonna be clear about everything. A lot of these married people come to homecoming and forget they married.
True.
Like, this is a rendezvous point of some old stuff, and I just
they're wanting to relive like their glory.
You are slimming your chances to go to homecoming in the future.
Who, me?
You. Yeah.
Say something.
But you can do it successfully though, Quita.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, you can do it successfully though. You can do it successfully.
Hold on, man. Hold on,
You can do it successfully.
Quita is from UAPB, but she didn't graduate. She went to USCA. So their homecoming is different from our home. She don't get it. She don't get it.
Wait. Because I went out on y'all's yard. And
you went on the yard, but you didn't.
You weren't prepared for what? Hold on.
I wasn't prepared for how y'all do homecoming. Like, everybody was just like we don't do that. Like, they have concerts. Huh?
Y'all have Christian mingle and all that.
Boy, shut up.
They had everybody meet at the choir for cotton candy night.
Yeah.
No, like, okay, so like they'll have events like throughout the week or whatever, and then that Saturday they'll have the parade that morning, and then they tailgate, for the game or whatever, and then after the game, like, we'll be out on the yard, at the football stadium, and then everybody go to different events. Like, we don't just hang out on campus. Like, we've never done that.
Y'all boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare.
I wasn't prepared. Like,
homecoming nights. Unless when I was in undergrad, I did, but now
we own the
and then
yard.
I was dressed up, and I'm like, everybody look like they in their fighting clothes.
I think
like,
the older you get, more people give more like school spirit. Like, because I think this homecoming, I wore like some shorts and like a Delta cardi and some boots. So I mean,
the weather was perfect. The weather was perfect.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice weather. So I mean, and there's some people who dress up Quita, but I'm just like, girl, people know how I'm coming. I ain't got to prove nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and be comfortable.
Listen, let me tell you something. After you done did everything in college, at this point, it does not matter what you wear out there. Because this is the thing I'm gonna say. They either gonna like you or not. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't, I'm really not trying to talk to you right now. Because you really was a nobody when we was in school, and you are nobody now because you're trying to prove a point. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's what it is.
That's most of what
you're
like.
An asshole.
Quita,
that's the truth, really? Quita, like that's really the truth.
We trying to put you on game, Quita. Stop acting lame right now.
People who are somebody, like, they just was
that's
like, I'm gonna give me like a nice Grambling shirt, or I'm gonna have like some school colors, or like a throwback Grambling shirt, and that was it. Like,
if you was somebody, you was somebody when you was in school. You was somebody before the letters. You was somebody before the sports. You was somebody before you left. So for you to come back trying to be somebody, yeah. I mean, everybody gonna look at you weird. Like why you being weird? Like
trying to shake hands and dap and hug. Like, man, we was.
You know what's authentic. You know what's authentic.
Blame social media.
But there's so
many.
No,
they got nothing to do with social media.
Oh.
I was asking Brittany. I was like, "Who was that?" They were like, "Marion." And I was like,
"But see, they see you on social media like every day. They feel like they know you."
No, it's not that. It's just that you don't have those conversations anymore. Like, like you have people that you're cordial with and that you're cool with all times. Like Marion probably had, she had more people because she was the face. So you have people that know you that you don't even know. Like, I know when we first started throwing parties, we went somewhere and like this dude was like, "Hey, Bert Star, what's up?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't even know that." But we speak to be nice. And then
Right.
when they leave, and I ain't saying this behind nobody back.
Yeah.
I might not remember you because this is what you gotta understand. A lot of people that gained weight, lost weight, changed hairstyles, attitude, voices changed.
Smoked out,
Yeah,
whatever,
all of it.
drug,
Like, they done did
whatever.
drugs, all that. And you don't know who they are until like you have a conversation. Like, I'll be honest, everybody know who Darwin Price is. I remember Darwin, but they had to tell me a situation so that I could remember who he was. Cause I was like, they was like, he said something to me on social media, and I was like, man, who is this dude? And I didn't know who he was until they was like, oh man, that's the dude used to hang with such and such and such and such. I'm like, boy, I did not know that was him. But now I'm like, I'm rocking with him, like, dude, boxing. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, he went to the gym. I mean, but that's just in general though, because like, especially in Monroe, you go out, you throwing parties in Monroe, people come to the party, you talking to them, you communicate with them, and then you think about now going to Monroe and be like, hey, Perk, what's up? And you like, what up, dog? You good? Screw. He leave, you like, man, who the fuck that is?
I'm like that 24/7.
I'm like,
And that's how we were. And that's what it is.
You can't
And
explain
Brittany
that.
like,
Don't try to
I
explain.
don't know.
Don't try to explain. She went to UCA, University Christian Arkansas. It's all good.
Oh.
So,
No, it's Central Arkansas. I didn't go to Christian.
whatever. Hold on, we gotta get Mary out here, so she gotta make this baby. So we're gonna hit you with our 10 questions. Some we started. We didn't do this in the first season, but we've been doing now. So first question, Marion, love or money?
Money can't buy me love.
That's the old Mary.
Gotta give us an answer.
Yeah. Why would you make me do this? I'm gonna say love because love always wins. But honestly,
no, you went with love. We're gonna keep love.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you what the old folks say. The old folks say you can learn to love anybody. That's what the old folks say.
Yes, they did.
So her real answer is money. Her real answer is money. Next question. Jamaica or Paris?
Oh, Paris, definitely Paris.
Hennessy or tequila?
Tequila.
Tequila or wine?
Wine.
All right. I'm gonna throw this at you now. You just answer how you need to answer. Neville Band or Carol Band?
Really? And you gonna think about it?
Carol?
Mm-hmm.
Carol. Okay, all right. I just want to hit it. So we're keeping you in the theme for us tonight. So I had to switch it up. So heels or pumps?
Heels.
Lingerie or t-shirt and panties?
Ooh.
T-shirt and panties.
There we go. Adina Howard or Uncle Luke?
My husband's from Florida, so Uncle Luke.
Monica or Fantasia?
Monica.
Cash Money Records or No Limit?
That's not fair. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of No Limit back in the days. I love See Murder, Sip the Shaka, and them. So I love No Limit. I can't lie. I did. Right. Woke up one morning, tears in my eye, the fast kicked in my darling, got me and my baby fast. We got high. Okay, so I'm there.
Oh, I'm playing that definitely as a cover. Okay, so this is our marry one, kill one, gotta have sex with one. So you gotta marry one. You're married, but right now you're not married for the next 45 seconds. Marry one, kill one, have to have sex with one. All right. Idris Elba. I'm gonna throw this one in since you brought it up. Silk the Shocker or LL Cool J.
Marry Idris. What was the other marry one?
Kill one and have sex with one.
I would marry Idris.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill Silk the Shocker because his lyrics were terrible half of the time. And I would probably have sex with LL Cool J.
Rocking out with LL Cool J.
He had them licks, lick them low, Cool J.
Lick them low. All right. This is Mary. Keeping you in the mood now. We keeping you in the mood for tonight. So this is a Cal podcast question. I don't know, have you been there yet, but have you tried Whataburger pancakes?
I have not.
Have
I'm
you
not
tried
big on Whataburger.
Have you tried Cracker Barrel pancakes?
I have, yes.
Okay, so we can't really answer this question until you try Whataburger pancakes.
I would say Cracker Barrel because Cracker Barrel is homemade.
But you haven't tried Whataburger. You haven't tried Whataburger.
I don't have to. I don't have
Yes,
to.
You do.
And the syrup that they give you at Cracker Barrel and that little thing.
Don't do that. Don't make that sign.
He said that little thing.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's that syrup.
That's
that syrup. It's that maple syrup.
Yes, it is.
Man,
I've never tried. I don't like Whataburger. They chop up their onions too small for me, and so I have always been disgusted with it. So I don't eat that. I don't eat Whataburger whatsoever. Like ever. No patty milk. I don't eat that.
The pancakes are good. I don't eat anything else from Whataburger, but the pancakes are good.
Oh no, this sausage is good. Florida.
And don't let them make you act ratchet. You ain't.
Whoa, hold on, Perk.
Don't make them bring that out of you.
We ain't got to do nothing. That's already installing her.
She been holding it down.
Like, first of all, I keep telling you, our friends have that side to them. We just make sure they don't get out of character, so we can keep them up because we need Marion to be Marion.
The last episode, she was on here like lawyer material, like,
and we want her to stay that way.
Yeah, I'm still very astute, but I just we
want her to stay that way. But when she get around
Marion, like I know Marion.
Stuff can get real quick, Quita. I'm just gonna say it can get real.
It get quick like that. Like you was like,
oh my god,
we was just talking about
a blink of the eye.
We was literally, my God.
She didn't cut me. Like, am I about to go see God? Like, what's going on?
Okay.
Right.
And listen, and I done had some deep conversations with her with males and with females and mental health conversations. So yeah, I done seen the full circle. So
our people, when they on a certain level, we want to keep them on that level. We don't need them to be with us, but when we get off podcasts and start recording and get where we need to be, it is on and popping. But you'll never know because we'll never put that out there. But anyways, Marion, happy anniversary. This is the part where if you want to promote anything and say anything, the floor is yours.
I don't promote anything.
Well, don't promote that, but we're going to promote for
mental health. Okay, so I'll promote that. Mental health. Make sure you're taking care of your mental people. Self-care is big, big for you. Do that. Make sure you're exercising 3 to 5 times a week. I'll say that. And happy anniversary to my lovely husband. He has been wonderful, especially with everything that I've had going on in the past year and a half. He has been amazing. I probably wouldn't eat half the time if it wasn't for him. So he's been great. So thank you. Love you. So.
Keep the move going. You gotta keep the move going. You gotta keep it going. Hold on, wait a minute. This is what you should be working on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cal Podcast. Like I always say, we're gonna get better and do better. That's Quita. That's Perk. Marion, our special guest tonight. She's gonna go half on a baby. Thank you for getting on board. We appreciate you. And as y'all have a good night.
Thank you for having me.
Knocking on the door. G14 classified. Yeah. Hey, that's good. Bitch, I'm a man. Don't who said I act grand. Got it from the dirt like sand. World around town. Dog getting cash.
Hello, world. HSCAT, you know how we do.